In this video, we cover the very important topic of how to ask employers questions during the interview process. While interviews are primarily for the employer to gain insight into your capabilities and how well you would fit into the open position at their company, it is also an opportunity for you to ask questions and gain insight into the workplace and its environment to make sure that you're making an informed decision about whether this opportunity or organization are a right fit for you. Make sure that you take the time to think of a few questions to bring with you to the interview. You want to prepare 3 to 5 questions in advance, and you want these questions to be ones that will help you make an informed decision on if this opportunity is right for you and your career goals. Employers expect potential candidates to really think about what they want to ask and to come prepared to the interview with questions. That way, it shows that you're truly motivated for the job. So if you show up to an interview without questions prepared in advance, it looks like you're not as interested in learning more about the opportunity or the organization. Be sure to take note of any questions that may arise during the interview process and ensure that everything is clear for you about the position before you're making any decisions about accepting offers. After all, you want to make sure that you're going to be happy with this organization and working with these people and have opportunities for growth in the workplace before you make any commitments. The first area that you should potentially inquire about are the responsibilities of the role for which you are interviewing. This is important to make sure that the position is truly what you are aspiring to do and make sure that there are no discrepancies in the actual job description and what your employer expects from the role. A few examples of these types of questions might be: what skills or qualities do you think are most important for success in this position and the company? Can you describe a typical day for the person in this position? It is also important to make sure you have a proper understanding of the company itself and that you are fully aware of who you're going to be working for. Make sure that you do a little bit of research prior to the interview by reading up on the company. You can check out their Handshake profile or their LinkedIn profile, the company website, or even recent news stories in order to show the employer you are truly invested in the possibility of working for them. For information that may not be as clearly depicted, there are a few questions that you can ask to gain a better understanding of the company's dynamic or culture and how they evaluate their employees during their performance reviews. You could ask, what goals are most important for the company to achieve? How does this position contribute to the overall completion of company's goals? How is success measured in this position? How would you describe the work dynamic of the team and overall company? Gaining insight to the team's dynamic you would be joining is also important, and you can find out more about this dynamic by asking, what can you tell me about the other members and manager of the team I would be joining by taking this position? What other teams would be working most closely with this position, and what can you tell me about their members? Are there any intentions to hire more members for this position anytime soon? Asking the interviewer about their own experience working at this company is a wonderful way to gain insight into the culture and overall atmosphere of the workplace. You could ask, how long have you been working in this position? Why did you choose this company when first applying to the job? You can learn more about the experience of working at this company firsthand. It's important to conclude your interview by making sure you know what comes next. Be sure to ask the interviewer what the next steps are in the process and whether it is another interview or if you should wait to have someone contact you requesting further information. Also, offer the opportunity for the employer to ask if there are any lingering questions or if there's anything you could offer to help in their decision-making process.